Revelation chapter 11, verse 5. And if any man will hurt them, fire proceedeth out of their mouth, and devour their enemies. And if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed. In these last days, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, divine intervention is going to happen for the prophets. They're going to be protected in these days, these last days. Now, Elijah, he called down fire from heaven. Revelation chapter 11, verse 6. These have power to shut heaven, Elijah, that it rain out in the days of their prophecy. They have power over waters to turn them to blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they will. Moses, with the water turned to blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they will. Spiritual power. Come on, brothers and brothers, in these last days. Verse 7. Now when underfoot 40. Alright. Now in verse 2, and underfoot 40 and 2 months. And in verse 3, 1,203 score days. Revelation chapter 11, verse 7. And when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast, back in time, and when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast that ascendeth out of the bottomless pit, Europe, Esau, Renaissance period, shall make war against them, and shall overcome them and kill them. Esau came against the Israelites. Northern kingdom, southern kingdom. Came to the Americas. Alright. In 2nd Ezra chapter 5, verse 24. And of all lands of the whole earth thou hast chosen me one pit from the land, and of all the flowers thereof one lily. What? So pit, land. In Revelation chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, Medica, USA, Babylon, which spiritually is called Sodom, gay people, Sodom for homosexuality, bestiality, all the stuff that was going on in Sodom. In Egypt, slavery, where also our Lord was crucified. Egypt goes back to Mizraim. Sounds like misery. Slavery, bondage. Yes, it was Mizraim. Alright. Egypt, slavery, bondage. Where also our Lord was crucified. They gave us his white hair, blue. Alright, they gave us Jesus Christ, this devil. This blue-eyed devil, this is what they gave us, where also our Lord was crucified. The Yahushua don't look like this, the true name of the Son. He don't look like this, just blue-haired devil. He don't look like this. This Yahushua don't look like this. So Esau gave a picture of himself and said he is the son of the Most High Yahweh. Worshipping the devil. Oh no. Revelation chapter 1, verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about with paps with a golden girdle. What was this? Yahushai. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace. Yahushua is very dark skinned. Oh no. This ain't no Jesus Christ. Worshipping the devil. Alright. Verse 9. And they of all the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 350 years. 3 days and a half. 350 years. And then half. 3 days and a half. and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. Spiritually dead. So, time period of 1619 to 1970, when Prophet Elijah came back, Malachi chapter 4 verse 5, as you would know him as Abba Bivens, Prophet Elijah. The bulk of slaves came on ships 1619, like that time period. It's not 3,000 or 500 years, 300 and a half, 350 years, 3 days and a half. So it's not literally 3 days and a half, 350 years it is. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. Spiritually, and their dead bodies, and shall not suffer their dead body to be put in graves. Grave is the resting place for a dead body. So Jake, in his dead state of mind, didn't give us who he was. No, they didn't tell us anything that would give us hope in the end, or why we was in captivity, in slavery, underneath these Edomites. I was in slavery the way we was back then. They didn't give us comfort for the things that he was going through and why he was going through it. Baruch chapter 4 verse 6. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved God, ye moved the roast, but because ye moved the Most High Yahweh to wrath, ye were delivered unto the enemies. For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not unto God. Ye have forgotten the everlasting God, the everlasting power that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not unto the Most High. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts to one another. Who were the gifts? Israelite slaves. That was because these two prophets tormented them that dwelt on the earth. The gifts was us, Israelite slaves. Lamentations chapter 2 verse 15. All that passed by their hands. Slakia. All that passed by clapped their hands at thee. They hissed and wagged their heads at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, Is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? Revelation chapter 11 verse 10. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them. He was in slavery, sold on auction blocks, and make merry and shall send gifts to one another. All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash their teeth. They say, We have swallowed her up. Certainly this is the day that we looked for. We have found it. We have seen it. Now we were on the bottom, the Israelites in slavery. At one point we was on the top. King David, we was on the top. King David's era, King David's time. The time of King David, the time of King Solomon, we was on top. And to get a list of our enemies, the Israelites, go to Psalms chapter 83. All right, Psalm chapter 50 verse 20. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son. Esau, thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son. Esau, you have done this. Says Psalms chapter 50 verse 21. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself, but I reproved thee, and set them in order before thine eyes. And who was Esau's brother? Esau's brother is Jacob. Malachi chapter 1 verse 2. I have loved you, saith Yahweh, yet ye say, Wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith Yahweh, yet I loved Jacob. And I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Dragons, type of animal. Genesis chapter 25, verse 25. And the first came out red all over, like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. Esau thought the Most High was altogether as one as himself. No. We went through this captivity, slavery, punishment. We disobey Most High. Baruch chapter 4 verse 6. You were sold to the nations not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath, you were delivered unto the enemies. For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not unto the Most High. Now we were sold into captivity. Go to Baruch chapter 4 verse 6 and 7. Now we was in slavery, captivity. Also fulfilled prophecy as well. I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. Lamentation chapter 2 verse 17. Yahweh hath done that which he hath devised. He hath fulfilled his word that he hath commanded in the days of old. He hath thrown down and hath not pitied. And he hath caused thine enemy to rejoice over thee. He hath set up the horn of thine adversaries. Deuteronomy chapter 20 verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of Yahweh thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded. Lamentations chapter 2:17. He hath fulfilled his word that he hath commanded in the days of old. Days of old. He hath thrown down and hath not pitied, and he hath caused thine enemy to rejoice over thee. He hath set up the horn of thine enemies. Horn, power. He hath fulfilled his word that he hath commanded in the days of old. The prophets told the word in the days of old. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee. You go back to Lamentation chapter 2:17. He hath fulfilled his word that he hath commanded in the days of old. You see that? And shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of Yahweh thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. Here we are this day. We are yet this day in our captivity. Baruch chapter 3 verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our God. He hath fulfilled his word that he had commanded in the days of old. Deuteronomy 28 verse 63. And it shall come to pass that as Yahweh rejoiced over you to do you good and to multiply you. And it shall come to pass that as Yahweh rejoiced over you to do you good and to multiply you, so Yahweh will rejoice over you to destroy you. So Yahweh will rejoice over you to destroy you, and to bring you to naught. And ye shall be plucked off. And ye shall be plucked from off the land whither thou goest to possess it. He hath fulfilled his word that he had commanded in the days of old. He hath thrown down and hath not pitied. He hath caused thine enemy to rejoice over thee. He hath set up the horn of thine adversaries. They that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them, make merry, and shall send gifts to one another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwell on the earth. Esau was having a good time. He was in slavery. Truly was, wasn't he? Yep, he was.